Virgos, welcome and welcome back to the Honey Sea Star Tarot, and welcome to the week of November 17th through the 21st. All I can say is get ready for a life-changing week. There is a giant step forward that you are taking. We have a graduation trine. It is graduation trine time. I'm just saying. I'll do a separate read on that too. Stay tuned. We also have a new moon, which is also aligned with the Mercury cazimi and a Scorpio stellium, and so much more going on this week. It is astrologically packed. Before we get started though, I just also want to say thank you guys so much to each and every one of you for all your love and support, because truly each and every one of you make a difference. You guys make me melt. All your interactions, likes, subscribes, hypes, comments, each and every part of it makes a difference. It's what makes us a family, and I love you back. So let's get started. This is a week, let me tell you, there are so many astrological alignments this week. It's just crazy. So we have the graduation grand water trine, I'll get into that, in full alignment coming into the week. And right away, Mercury retrograde is going to be sextiling Pluto. We also have Mercury changing signs this week. We have a Scorpio stellium, we have the new moon in Scorpio and the Mercury cazimi, and we are entering Sagittarius season all within a matter of days. You're going to feel a little nostalgic this week. You're going to feel a little rebellious. You are definitely going to feel a lot romantic and passionate and inspired and driven, because we've got Mars playing a role here too. You're going to have some huge epiphanies this week with the new beginnings happening, and there's also something happening, something happening with Venus and Lilith. We'll get into that as well. But Venus has something going on that's very fated. Same thing with Uranus and Neptune. We'll get into that as well. There is something happening here, especially with Uranus retrograde, because it's at its peak, its closest point to the Earth, bringing unexpected changes to finances, values, and possessions as we enter Sagittarius season. Things are going to get a little adventurous, and as we get into Sagittarius season, stay tuned because I'll do a separate read on that too. Get ready to feel a lot more adventurous and feel the optimism in the air. So right away, coming into this week, and right away we got the nostalgia. Yeah. Okay, we'll get into this. Yes, we will. All right. So right away on the 17th, the sun is going to be trining Saturn. And if you haven't seen the weekend read, on the 16th, on Sunday, the sun was trining Jupiter. So now we've got the sun trining Jupiter. We've got Saturn trining the sun. We've got Jupiter and Saturn both trine with each other as well. This is happening at 25 degrees. They are completing the perfect grand water trine. And this is between your 3rd house, your 11th house, your 7th house. Communication, partnerships, community, humanitarian efforts between the sun, Jupiter, and Saturn. This is where life, vitality, luck, blessings, structure, all of it is being poured into your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, your long-held goals and aspirations. And the foundation to your legacy is being laid. And with this trine being at 25 degrees, there's this thing about this mastery level of alignment that's happening, where there's ease and experience that's producing breakthroughs as well as outcomes and visible, tangible results. The success that you have worked so hard for is manifesting before your eyes under this trine. And like I was saying, I'm calling it the graduation trine time. It's where your natural talent, your long-term experience are taking not only a big step forward in moments of synchronicity where connections, events, or circumstances appear with uncanny timing, but these are giant leaps forward. And it's all right before this crazy alignment with this new moon and Scorpio stellium and Mercury cazimi. If you just got goosebumps, let me know in the comments below, because it's going to be that kind of a week. This will all be happening, like I was saying before, in 3 key places of your life: communication, launching things with your 3rd house, selling things, travel, exploration, Cancer with Jupiter in your 11th house, hopes, wishes, dreams, social networks. If you do anything online, This is the week. If you've been thinking about launching something online, posting something online, this is the week. Let me tell you, oh my goodness. And it also has a lot to do with Saturn being in Pisces in our 7th house. This is commitment. His job is bringing commitment to your contracts, your legacy, and your partnerships. And remember too, we have 5 planets. I hope you're sitting down for that. 5 planets in retrograde right now. This is something that you have been working on since at least 2023. Something for years that you've been aspiring, working very hard and diligently to, learning along the way, learning your discipline along the way as well. Something is coming in to fruition this week with this alignment. You're going to feel this urge to fix, address things from the past, take the wisdom from all those lessons into your future, and you're definitely going to be making some change as well, especially with all these retrogrades in your life, especially with Mercury retrograde, but it's going to be something that's very final with all of these retrogrades. It's the last retrograde for Mercury, our ruler of the year. He's in Sagittarius in our 4th house. Mercury is also going to be sextiling with this grand trine alignment with Pluto. Pluto is now direct in Aquarius in our 6th house. Our 6th house is our home in a lot of ways. It's our work. It's how we're of service, how we contribute, our lifestyle. These two are offering this powerful opportunity for deep insights and transformation regarding home, family, lifestyle, work-life balance, health habits, routines, maybe even something with pets as well, because the 6th house, Pluto, just saying. But this is where, if you are feeling this 10 of Swords kind of entrapment, expect some major healing and some major breakthroughs this week, especially with Uranus playing a role in our 9th house of expansion. This is your come up. This is your comeback, your rejuvenation and beginnings, right? You've made a narrow escape from something that was meant to truly end you in so many ways, whether it be your dreams, your aspirations, your hopes, partnerships, something. This is where you're releasing all of it and you're growing from the pain, you're moving on, but more importantly, you're rising above it all and you're reaching a pinnacle of success. This is where, especially too with the moon in reverse coming out right away, whatever you've been uncertain about, whatever you've been confused about, lesser degrees of deception as well, or lack of judgment, right? Lack of self-control. Not sure who to trust, not sure who to work for, work with. Everything is surfaced. Things are coming up, especially with a Scorpio stellium this week and Lilith playing a role. You're finding your voice. Something's being announced. We'll get into it. But this is where, especially with the 18, it's your beginnings with the 1, 8 with the abundance, change, reducing all to the 9, coming to a point of completion, truly taking your power back and standing in your power. We'll get into that as well, because we've got the 28 degrees playing in alignment here, 29 degrees as well, and that looks weird, and starting right away. Sorry, I wasn't trying to give anybody the bird there. We're starting with a point of mastery with 25 degrees. This is where, especially with the nostalgia piece, there is something where there's memories of the past being surfaced, right? And more importantly, there's this gentle compassion that you're bringing to the table that this grand water trine is helping with in such a beautiful way. This is where, especially when it comes to synchronicities of connections, events, circumstances that are appearing with uncanny timing, with the 25 degree with this grand water trine right away starting this week out, that breaks down to 7. There will also be this deep spiritual and intuitive understanding taking place that just clicks into place, especially when it comes to understanding things of the past with all of these retrogrades going on. This will also be happening in a beautiful way that allows you, with Pluto and Mercury retrograde being sextile, to offer you this powerful opportunity of transformation, of healing. They're coming in to help you with making positive change, meaningful shifts forward. And let me tell you, the sextile between Mercury and Pluto is potent. It's at 1 degree of new beginnings. It's bringing balance. It's bringing symmetry, integration. emotion and harmony, especially when it comes to really cherishing the relationships that honor reciprocity. You are standing in that Virgo power. This is receiving guidance, mentorship, seeking spiritual guidance as well, with revelations, epiphanies, with the introspection, and more importantly, taking that wisdom 10 toes down, standing in your power, reclaiming your power, and moving forward. With Pluto moving direct, Mercury retrograde being sextile at 1 degree like they are. 1 degree. Know what I meant. Either way, with Pluto especially, you're going to be empowered. You're walking the walk. You're talking the talk right into your new beginnings in self-improvement and or home or family. Your truth. You're going deep, and it's going to feel a bit like an awakening, a mini awakening. We've got more to come. We've got this new moon. We've got the Scorpio stellium. Trust me, this is just the start, and it's only Monday. And if that resonates, by all means, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Put a heart in the comments below, because right away, keep in mind too, on Monday, the moon, actually pretty much all week, the moon's going to be in Scorpio as well, in your 3rd house of communication. You're voicing your emotions. On the 18th as well, get ready, because if Monday was crazy, awesome alignments with this grand water trine, this graduation grand water trine, we now have on the 18th, Mercury retrograde re-entering Scorpio in our 3rd house as well. This is where that stellium starts really picking up speed and really taking on its potency. So the moon in Scorpio will also be conjunct with Venus right as Mercury re-enters Scorpio. Mercury is going to be bringing up people, situations, circumstances from the past, in particular from October, when Mercury was in Scorpio, but moving direct. So think back to last month, what was engaged, what was started, what happened regarding conversations, scenarios, situations, what you were thinking about launching as well when it comes to business, travel, exploration, selling things, launching things, your brand, how you were trying to voice who you are, showing up in the world and showing out and showing proud, right? Venus, remember too, she's in Scorpio. She is going all in when it comes to your heart's desires, your passions. The moon being conjunct with her, amplifying your emotions towards your desires in this way, especially with Mercury now re-entering the sign as well. This is where he's going to be bringing up things from the past that had to do with tech, online social media, conversations, especially about love, close relationships, money, finances, intimacy. He is uncovering something big. Mark the 19th, that too. But mark the 18th on your calendars. This whole week, really, just keep your eyes open is all I got to say, because he is uncovering something very big. Has to do with either ulterior motives, a deception, betrayal, schemes, a fib, something that was disregarded, dishonored you. And with Aquarian energy, Pluto is bringing all this into like innovation into how you're going to problem solve that, especially all the emotions that come up, especially what was hidden. There is something here that Mercury is uncovering. It's uncovering old conversations, old emails, documents. All of it could be resurfacing. There's something that you missed before that's coming to light. The moon's going to be illuminating it, and the sun is going to be illuminating it, with also the sun being in Scorpio. It's going to allow you to really light up that solar plexus. That is knowing why you're here, reconnecting to your life purpose, being inspiration and action. More importantly, whatever was dimming your light before, you are reclaiming that power where you know in your heart, in your body, in your soul, in your spirit, that what you have to offer, what you've been working on, truly is enough. You always have been. You've got it within you, and you're aligned with your spirituality. This is just a personal challenge. It was meant to teach you some hidden wisdom. It was meant to really teach you to trust yourself in your direction, in your spirituality, and in your faith connected to the universe. So there's something that you missed before. Just be prepared. That is going to be coming to light this week. And With Mercury now sitting in your third house again, he's our winged messenger, right? In our third house of communication, there is an announcement. You could be making an announcement as well. And yes, this is where, like I was saying before, the Scorpio stellium between Mercury, the moon, and Venus are aligned. They are potent. You're going to see a lot of change and transformation with this, especially with that Scorpio energy. That is the Phoenix rising. It is truly where there's this cosmic concentration that's going to be amplifying your inner thoughts, your feelings, push you to articulate and investigate all of them. Voice all of them with more depth and with more intention. And I will also say, on the 19th, or on the 18th going into the 19th, excuse me. But either way, depends upon where you are in the world. The sun will also be conjunct with Lilith at 26 degrees. There is all of these late degrees. There's these completions, these pinnacles, these final points, culminations, all in the passion of Scorpio, the investigative energy in our third house. This is just crazy awesome. And it's very powerful. It's very potent. So especially with the sun conjunct with Lilith at 26 degrees, both in Scorpio, your unfiltered voice is emerging. You are speaking and hearing unedited truth without apology. So especially with the 26 degrees, it's going to be intense. It's final. There's no turning back. It's this kind of closure with communication. Something could be, it could be also too, I'll just say it, you could be exposing a truth. There could be a truth that is very much exposed and coming to light. It's a long avoided conversation that's reaching its peak. It's also something that could lead you to cutting ties with someone who drains you. It's going to impact your mindset, where it's going to transform your perspective, your outlook. And there's a powerful message in this too. It's going to hit deep. It could involve sensuality, could involve resentment, could involve even trauma, secrets even related to your true desires that you've been either subconsciously denying, not voicing, something. With Lilith involved, it's raw, it's uncensored, it's confronting passive-aggressive dynamics, it's releasing shame around self-expression. It'll be empowering, it'll be freeing, and she'll be liberating you. This is the rising Phoenix. I cannot stress that enough. And this is where your giant leap forward really starts to fly. You are like walking across the fire, the coals, like you're fire dancing. And especially with the work that you're doing with this grand water trine, the graduation trine, here on something that you've been working for the last 2 years, since 2023, almost 3 years, either way, you're being recognized. What you're doing has purpose. It's meaningful work, and you're seeing monetary rewards. This is where your reputation starts preceding you in such a beautiful way. And two, not only with the way that you communicate, because your words will hold power this week, especially with Lilith, I'm just going to say it. But this is where your creativity is shining. There is teamwork, collaboration, support also coming in, especially with the Grand Water Trine, with Jupiter playing a role here, with Saturn and Jupiter playing a role, especially in your relationships. Whatever you were dealing with in the past, you've got the right ones coming in with synergy, with synchronicity, with growth and dynamic balance. This is acceptance. This is support. And it's all about accepting you for exactly who you are, just as you are. No need to hide it. No need to dim your light. Nothing. So if someone has been disrespecting you, Lilith is giving you the power to call it out. If you felt unheard, dismissed in any way, shape, or form, this is the moment on the 18th going into the 19th that you are reclaiming your power and your 10 of Cups. This is ultimate happiness, genuine joy, true love, soul family love, your chosen family love. This is a sense of belonging, knowing where you are and being completely content, being welcomed, building stable foundations and roots, being indomitable in your foundation as well, especially with Saturn playing such a key role here this week as well. This is building your legacy. This is not letting anything falter or dim you, like shake you, put you off balance, tip anything over. And especially with that Piscean energy, this is your dreams. This is your vision long term. And with Mars tying to your home and family, your roots, your go-getter planet here, this is something where you've got that truth, that Sagittarian fire within your truth, exalting your dreams, reclaiming your power. I cannot stress that enough. And on the 19th, I will also say, I hope you're sitting down. Mercury retrograde is going to be trining Neptune. This is big. The moon is also going to be trining Jupiter and Saturn. So yes, we have this other don't ask why I said it that way. Grand water trine that is happening here. There's this grand water flow between the moon, Jupiter, and Saturn. Neptune, our visionary planet of dreams, compassion, trining with Mercury in communication, focused on partnerships. All of these planets and the moon are all lighting up your 3rd house, your 7th house, and your 11th house this week. So this grand water flow, it's emotional wisdom, it's intuition, it's relational, it's karmic energy here. And it's going to trigger your relationships. It's going to trigger your voice. It's going to trigger your emotions and your intuition all at once. So if you were sitting down, yes, it's okay, get up, do a happy dance. This is so freeing. You're going to feel this energy and you're going to feel this empowerment, because remember, Pluto is here moving direct in Aquarius. He wants us to shine. He is the planet where it's like he tears down things that take advantage or abuse of powers, right? So that we can build structures that gives voice back to the people at a macro level. At a micro level, all of this is going to impact you in such a powerful way. He is giving you his power, and he's saying whatever you have felt unconfident about, whatever you have felt stagnated on, had your light being dimmed, undecisive energy, stagnation in so many ways, he's given you all the courage and the power, and so is Mars. And if that if that resonates, by all means, let me know. Put a heart in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe, get ready, because this is also where this whole week is like giant leaps forward in so many big ways. And here's your next one. So Mercury and Neptune's trine is going to be one of the most psychic communication transits that we get being Virgos all year. In our communication, in our partnerships, our relationships, business, personal, marital, work-wise, all of the above. There's this profound conversation that's raw, honest, and revealing. It's revealing hidden feelings that is coming to light with Neptune and Mercury on the 19th. Boundary issues may become very obvious. I am just going to say it. You are finally seeing very clearly how someone has influenced, misled, drained, inspired, or even idealized you. And it's clear who's a spiritual partner and who's a karmic one. Neptune is going to be dissolving all of the illusions regarding chemistry, compatibility, trust, communication, boundaries, old wounds. All of it's going to be coming to light, and all of it is going to be healed and released with this trine between Mercury and Neptune. This is where everything that was built on sand, everything that you had foggy goggles towards, everything that someone wanted to pull the veil over your eyes on, all of that is falling. And Mars is leading the way. So it's tied to family, home, something, right? This is where sudden change is also coming in, especially when it comes to sudden epiphanies that help you with overthrowing misconceptions. This is where anything that was meant to destroy your ambition from ulterior motives that were selfish, you're taking that spiritual growth, you're gaining this spiritual growth, you're healing it, and you're releasing it. And just as the moon and Mercury are allowing this emotional purge of an old friend, an ex-friend, someone karmic from your past that reappears. Because again, we've got 5 retrogrades. Let's just be real. It's got to do with the past. Saturn and Jupiter, just as this all happens with the moon and Mercury allowing this purge, they're bringing in balance. They're bringing in seriousness, accountability, tender healing with support. There's going to be this surge of hope, of optimism in understanding your own heart better as you rewrite your emotional narrative. I will also say we're not done yet, because on the 19th, when all of this is happening, Venus is also going to be trine with the North Node. Again, Pisces 7th house partnerships, relationships is being ignited. Something destined here. Venus, our heart's desires, in the most passionate place that she can be in Scorpio, in your 3rd house of communication, launching things, building your brand, selling like your business. There's PR involved in this as well. It's something that's tied to your fate, your destiny, who you're meant to become. Venus, during all of this, is having a conversation with your destiny on your behalf. Your heart's desires are being voiced as you reclaim your power. There is something here. It's extremely fated is all I gotta say, and it has to do with love, relationships, money, contracts, commitments, karmic or fated encounters. This is going to come in very swiftly, and it's going to lead to your victory. It's external strength that is shining. All of that internal strength, that internal work that you've been doing, this is all being exuded from you. People are going to be seeing it, and you're headed in the right direction. There is this breakthrough, and momentum is going to be picking up. And I will say too, especially with the 3rd house, it could involve travel. There is something here. There's harmonious soul connections that are being aligned, and everything that you've purged is allowing room for this inspiration in action to come in with all your compassion. This is love leadership. This is beautiful soul satisfaction kind of connections. This is harmonious. There is something here with the North Node and Venus where relationships that appear now during this time, this week, during the Grand Water Trine, the graduation Grand Water Trine, and Venus having this conversation with the North Node, your North Node, in our 7th house, that is coming to a point, a pinnacle with all these later degrees as well, where relationships are now have the room to come in and help support you on your spiritual growth and your life path. So Venus is moving you towards this higher relational destiny with ease, with emotional tact, with charm. It's aligning, she is aligning your mind, your heart, your destiny. Expect some fated events to unfold, particularly when this comes in, when she is trying like this with our North Node. I will also say too, expect this to all unfold as we have and on this new moon that is coming in really overnight between the 19th and the 20th. Technically, depends upon where you're at, the new moon is going to take place on November 20th at 1:48 Eastern Standard Time. So move it around to wherever you are in the world. But this is where I will just say, with the 3rd house, you're signing things. You're committing to things. There is resolution. There is absolution. There is something when it comes to commitment, to deepening intimacy. It'll be karmically very important. It'll also be effortlessly deep, and it will be impactful. So stay tuned. I'm going to be doing a separate read on the new moon as well, and then I'm going to try my best. It's going to be a busy week for me, but I'm going to try my best to also do a meditation video with affirmations for the new moon here in Scorpio, because this is a big one. This is like the big one all year. I just cannot stress that enough. So on the 20th, coming in to this time, this is where, well, actually, I should say before we get there. So with Jupiter, just keep in mind, we've got healing support. Saturn, we've got structure, hope, optimism, aligning with your heart, rewriting your emotional narrative. This is all building up with releasing and healing for the new moon. So I just want to paint that stage for you. It is not only just about reclaiming your power, giving voice to things, standing up for yourself, standing in your power, but it's all to make room for this energetic reset. So the new moon in Scorpio, not only is it happening, it is the most potent energetic reset of 2025. Get ready. This new moon perfectly aligns at 28 degrees. Yes, I did say that. Breaking it down, we'll get into it. All three, the sun, Mercury retrograde, now in Scorpio, is aligning with this new moon. So the sun and Mercury are going to be conjunct and it's perfectly aligned with this new moon. We have a Mercury cazimi at the same time that we have this new moon. And if you just got goosebumps, put a heart in the comments below, because this new moon is that. It's this huge breakthrough. It is a rebirth. It is something that is going to realign your inner world, and especially since it's coupled with this rare triple conjunction. While Mercury is in the heart of the sun, Mercury's cazimi in Scorpio, in your third house of communication. Mercury, our winged messenger. This is where it's like, if, normally we get downloads with a Mercury cazimi being ruled by Mercury. Oh my goodness, you are going to be connected to the divine with this new moon in such a potent and powerful way. So with Mercury being in the heart of the sun, it's going to bring some very powerful personal revelations. Some very powerful fresh perspectives, especially when it comes to something that's going on that's a difficult situation. It's going to bring these revelations, these perspectives, this potency to your manifestations, to your transformation, and to your regeneration. Get ready for this is where you're not even stepping anymore. You're just flying as if you have no gravity holding you down or holding you back. This new moon is that energy. This is where it is opening a brand new 6-month cycle of transformation in how you connect with others in honesty and healing. So whoever was trying to mislead you, get one over on you, whatever, disrespect you, with all of this closure, with all of this finalities, finality is coming in as well with this. This is where it's you are no longer settling for anything but honesty and healing, rejuvenation. Confirmation there with the phone. This is where there is something that is coming in your partnerships, your communication, your hopes, wishes, and dreams with this new moon, this new beginning, this new 6-month cycle. It's going to be renewing your mindset in a very big way. And you could start a new project. You could be renewing your budget or savings plan during this new moon. There's something where it's it's absolution. It's a new direction. It is planning pragmatically, practically. This could be too as well, just especially with Mercury retrograde, yes, but Mercury cazimi, where you could be having a writing or creative expression like songwriting truly take off with inspiration, and it's going to skyrocket. The words are going to flow out of you you're in the flow. You're awakened, you're tapped in. So write everything down, journal, all the synchronicities, the epiphanies, the downloads that you receive during this one, because it is incredibly potent. You could be healing something really big with a sibling or a friend or a family member. There could be a major conversation or a message that changes things regarding someone or something or a truth that is returning. Could be from someone who owes you an explanation as well. I'll just put it out there. Someone's finally coming in to fess up. They finally have a conscience kind of energy. This is that kind of energy where something is coming in to deliver you a very big blessing and a very big gift. It's going to be a breath of fresh air. And it's a fresh new beginning where you're receiving a psychic reset of your voice, your thought, and your truth. And if your ear just started ringing like mine, let me know in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe, put a heart in the comments below. Let me know how this resonates, because this new moon is going to be this mental and communication rebirth for Virgos. It's going to purify your mind by the fire of the sun. You are in your power, intellectually, intuitively, and it will all be happening at 28 degrees. So this is the most spiritually charged, karmic, and fated degree in the whole zodiac. This 28 degrees, this is where it's like you've reached the highest, most intense, distilled form of this vibration. You're ready to enter a new frequency. And in Scorpio, the most intense expression of the zodiac as well, this new moon and the cazimi coupled together right alongside the Scorpion stellium. I mean, we've got Venus there. We've got Lilith there. I mean, come on. This is where your voice is truly emerging. You are a rising phoenix into a new frequency. And I will say, with this scorpionic energy, with the new moon, with the cazimi, it's going to be at 28 degrees. It's going to be this final purge that's immediately followed by liberation in psychic clarity, in truth-telling, in emotional honesty. It's going to be freeing and finding your voice, releasing old thought patterns, speaking from the soul with moral clarity, and speaking from the soul with moral clarity under pressure. There is nothing that you're backing down from. There is nothing that's dimming your light, dimming your charisma, your action, your decisions, your connections. And I will also say, with this new moon at 28 degrees, I mean, remember, 2 and 8, this is going to be carrying sensitive karmic and destined ties to relationships, to partnerships, and it's going to be this fated new cycle of reclaimed power. Like I say, you're taking leaps this week, giant steps, but it's like you don't have gravity pulling you down or shortening your distance. This is beautiful. It's like you just effortlessly take a step and all of a sudden, like, you've already gone a mile. It's that kind of energy. You're walking the walk. You're talking the talk. This is gorgeous kind of power. So with the spiritual clarity, with the emotional mastery that comes in as well with 28 degrees, there is something very much here, because it reduces to the Big 10 right before our year of Big 10, 2026, where you are going to be coming forward and standing as that King of Wands here. It's utilizing your leadership to manifest your goals, accepting nothing but the best, seeing the success that you deserve, right? Having an open mind to really change your mindset, change your perspective, learn new things, take new approaches, standing in your authority, also being resilient to whatever type of hurdle comes at you or comes towards you with communication, or in the retrograde aspect with past events, past people, past circumstances, past communication, past conversations. This is where nothing is going to be stealing that fire. I will also say as well, I know, it's a packed week. We also have a Neptune trine with this new moon. So this new moon is also going to be in a placement with all of this 28 degrees, aligning perfectly with this Mercury cazimi. All of that is going to also be trine with Neptune. It's also going to oppose Uranus, which, remember, Uranus is in Taurus in our 9th house of expansion. When you add these two into the mix, it's going to be all about your dreams, your ideas, your ideals, dissolving illusions and partnerships and relationships. Neptune is putting the compassion in your passion. Uranus is bringing the surprises, the unpredictable, the electric and electricity of lightning, of limitless potential into your new vibration and your frequency with this new moon. And it will be this huge wake-up call in such a liberating way. So with the Ten of Swords coming out in reverse, double confirmation there. You are healing from past troubles. This is recovery. Anything that was past trauma, you were surviving it before. This is where you are now thriving. You're letting it all go. And right away, you are stepping into the Queen of Pentacles energy. This is seeing and manifesting your success, your wealth, trusting relationships, your security with the sensible, nurturing relationships that truly support you and your dreams and your wishes. And when it comes to the Page of Swords, anything that was delayed, when it comes to news or inspiration, the patience has been preparing you for this moment. All that you've been learning. This is the pinnacle where your wisdom comes in at this mastery level this week. Because remember, we have got this grand water trine that is graduation trine time at 25 degrees, where your long-held goals and aspirations, the foundation to your legacy is being laid, where your mastery is coupled with tangible results, with breakthroughs, with outcomes. Natural talent and long-term experience are coming together. And you're standing up as that Page of Swords, ready to take action. As you can see, he's ready. He has his chest lifted, shoulders back, feet square. You've got this. You're ready. This is where, especially with Uranus, bringing this electric lightning of limitless potential as well into your vibration, into your frequency, with this wake-up call. There is something here with all of it put together with this new moon, with this Mercury cazimi. Because keep in mind too, we also have this minor grand trine between Pluto, Uranus, and Neptune also happening alongside this grand water trine and the new moon and Mercury cazimi. Yes, if you just got goosebumps, I did too. This is where, with all of this new beginning, this grand water trine, the minor grand trine as well, will be charging this new moon and your new frequency as well. So your day-to-day is about to change in a really big way. That is all I got to say, especially with Pluto in our 6th house. There is something here that is truly, nothing is going to be the same after this new moon. 10 of Pentacles, prosperity, harvest coming together in your relationships. Oh my goodness. So, and I will also say, this is all right before the sun enters Sagittarius on the 21st. This is where, with your 10 of Pentacles, this is material success, lasting wealth with Saturn here. Soul tribe family stability, financial security in your foundation that is indomitable. Family achievements, same thing with business. And it's going to manifest in finances with Venus playing a role here as well. In your foundations with that root chakra, pinnacle of your success, growth, beginnings, right? 10 toes down. And Mercury is going to be guiding you this entire time. This is also too, it has so much to do with your foundations, so much to do with your support systems. When it comes to your harvest, familial bliss, especially with commitment on the table, with so much interaction in your 3rd house with the Scorpio stellium, with Lilith there as well. Get ready for peace and stability. Marriage, commitment, something, balance, harmony. If things have been chaotic in that way, volatile, deceptive, expect things to calm down and settle down into a place in peace and prosperity of bliss. This is also with the Aries energy, action, initiation. And remember, we've got Venus blessing each and every bit of it. So, especially as things change, your day-to-day changes in this huge way with all of this going on, your frequency as well. Because remember, your frequency is your state of identity, your state of consciousness. To expand that is to change the results, to change the outcomes, to usher in abundance into your life, receive new results, receive new blessings, new outcomes. So as the sun enters Sagittarius on the 21st, and I'll do a separate read like I say before, so stay tuned, because Sagittarius season is going to be welcoming in this shift in our mood and bringing in optimism, freedom in so many great ways. So at the same time that the sun enters Sag and our 4th house, the sun is going to be opposing Uranus at 29 degrees, a degree of mastery and culmination. At the same time as well, the sun is going to be trine with Neptune, our planet of dreams, also at 29 degrees. Pinch me, don't pinch me. Yes, I know. This week has like no calm days, I guess, in some ways. Like, it has got blessing after new beginning. It's just, and we're not done yet. This is, I mean, coming into this weekend, coming into Sagittarius season, stay tuned because it gets better. So this is where in Saggy season, your mood is going to be more optimistic. There's going to be this freedom-loving, adventurous vibe about you and your energy, and it's going to motivate you with this peace and this powerful culmination with 29 degrees of karmic, emotional, and spiritual energy, all focused around the home, your beliefs, your partnerships, your life purpose. And Sagittarian energy, remember, that is our truth fire bearer, right? So with all this happening at 29 degrees, he is bringing the fire of your truth with sudden insights, emotional shifts, and spiritual guidance in a fated turning point at that 29th degree. And he is going to be aligning your inner security with your outer growth. This is relational clarity with your freedom. This is your life purpose. Expect some sudden realizations about family, your living situation, or even expect sudden realizations when it comes to your inner emotional patterns. There is something here where this is all going to be challenging your worldview or your long-term plans, especially with Uranus's opposition at 29 degrees. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We'll talk about this. Okay, so with Uranus in the mix as well, like I say, he's our planet of breakthroughs. He's in this opposition with the sun, tied to your home and family with Sag season, expansion, Taurus energy, that is grounding energy, focused on home, security, stability, how you define all of it, your worldview, long-term plans. There is some challenge that's coming up that's going to urge you to expand all of it. Expand your perspective. Integrate your new insights. Someone close to you may help you with navigating your emotional and philosophical shifts, especially with Neptune playing a role here too. Someone is coming in with your partnership house being enlightened at 29 degrees. That's going to help with bringing clarity and healing. And there is this high potential, I will just say, especially with, 2 3s coming back, this is back to back like this is synergy. This is where there is something here that is very potent between Neptune and the Sun with their trine that brings in a soul level connection or karmic understanding. So this could lead to change in your life's direction. This could bring on a revelation about home and family. It will deliver a profound spiritual clarity in your decisions. And remember, Mars is in Sagittarius right now as well. Our go-getter planet, now in line with the Sun in your 4th house. Oh my goodness. So there is something here about your home, about your family, all your passions that's tying all of it together. Could involve parents, children, real estate. A lot of you may be moving or traveling overseas. Something during Sagittarian season, even a big lake, something to do with water, especially too with the 6 coming out here as well. There is something where it's like you could be moving overseas, moving over a big lake, big water, close to one, either way. There is something here that has to do too with legal matters as well, or official paperwork. You are asking yourself, especially with Uranus, especially with Neptune playing a role, what is my big quest at a soul level? And Mars next to the Sun during this time, during Saggy season, is going to be making you go after your calling. It is a season of fire and it's a season of freedom. And Mars will conjunct the moon on the 21st as well. I will also say, big surprise, I know, because all of the planetary alignments that we're seeing, we have never seen before. The moon is following right along. The moon is in Sag as well, in your 4th house, on the 21st, as soon as we enter Sagittarian season. So stay tuned, because we have as well, on the 22nd, soon as we are in Sagittarius season, this great retrograde grand water trine happening between Mercury, Saturn, and Jupiter. We'll get into it. I'll do a separate read. But before we get there, as soon as we are heading into this weekend on Friday, it's a time of celebration. It is a time with all these retrogrades for reunions, socializing, supportive friendships, group dynamics that truly work together and are synergistic, are creative, and also too that will help each other all towards win-win solutions and move towards points of mastery, right? This is gaining new skills with Three of Coins, gaining new knowledge, sharing and receiving. This is education, learning, right? Dedication to building something together. Expect things this week, moving into Sag season with all of this going on, to have swift movement and fast progress. Your fruit, like your dreams, are manifesting truly right before your eyes with quick growth. It's gonna be exciting. And new ventures are going to be successful with the Knight of Wands. Again, we've got adventure, taking action towards it. I'm just gonna say it. Could involve travel in so many ways. So you let me know how that impacts you, what your plans are. Because especially right afterwards, we've got the Six of Swords here. You're moving on. It's a new environment. You're overcoming hardships. It's moving towards stability, calmer waters. 2 travel cards back to back like this. This is your judgment. This is your peace. This is your exaltation. And you're not looking back. This is resolution. It's karmic. It's fated. It's your true path, your true purpose that you're moving towards. It's time for the truth. It's time for you to stand in your truth, reclaim your power, stand with your voice in your truth, understanding your heart in such a beautiful way. It's a new beginning that leads towards prosperity, and it will be manifesting, especially with Venus playing such a role here, with financial gain, with opportunity, career opportunities, monetization, monetary opportunities as well. And like I say, I mean, you are standing in your power at a culmination point, new beginnings, completions with the 9. This is becoming a mentor, a teacher, mastery of your experience. All of it coming together with a culmination to your new beginnings. So expect breakthroughs in your outcomes. Expect your natural talent, your long-term experience to truly come into synchronistic connections, events, circumstances that are appearing with uncanny timing in this week that illuminate your wisdom, your experience. A lot of you could even be moving into a teaching or consultation role, but either way, it is the journey of the Fool where your heart is allowed to finally be unfiltered, light as a feather. It's the start of something new. It's going to fill you up with wonder, with optimism, with adventure. Sagittarius season, just get ready to be blessed. That is all I got to say, because this is something where joy is going to be surrounding you and fulfilling you in such a big way. Now, before we go as well, I do want to get some additional messages from our spirit animals. So, Spirit, what guidance do you have with everything going on this week for us Virgos? Because it is a big week. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at this. This is gorgeous. Okay, so whatever you're doing, your intuition is tapped in. You are going to be receiving some messages this week that are very potent and life-changing. Your soul knows the way. Your confidence is here with Mars and with Mercury's cazimi and the new moon. Now is the time to know that you are blessed and let yourself fly. Because whatever you're working on, wherever you're going, whatever community you are a part of and becoming a part of, whatever support is coming in, you are protected. This is powerful. This is blessings. You're meant to create blessings with your magic, and you're being seen. You are the queen of abundance. And with the dragonfly, we've got magic. This is embracing your transformation, letting go of the past, shining in all your brilliance, and knowing that everything that you touch, you create, you take in, you receive, will be blessed in this new adventure. Now, before we go as well, let's look at our major arcana here. So, we have a lot going on this week. So like I say, whatever happens, I am here jumping up and down, giving you hugs along the way. Let me know what comes in. because what we pulled here as well for music is D sharp, C, F, and B. And then color therapy, I mean, this is powerful. Look at this. We've got your root chakra with the red. We've got your sacral chakra, like flow, creative energy flowing with the orange. Heart chakra wide open, being supported with the green. And your crown chakra wide open, connected to the divine on your journey, the full shoes journey, with that magenta. So let me know what goes on. Now, if you like the way that I read, if this message resonates, by all means, like, share, subscribe, like, and hype. Let me know in the comments below, because truly, that is the way that this message is able to get out and rise to all of the collective so that we can rise and win together and share together in this loving community. So I am sending you guys so much love and light, so many hugs this week. Happy graduation trine, happy new moon, happy Scorpio stellium, happy Mercury cazimi. Oh my goodness, pinch me, don't pinch me. Either way, I'm sending you so much love and light. Take care, and I will see you in the next reading.